Hi guys, what's up? This is a Norwegian Black Cult, and decided to make a unusual video for this channel. It's not going to be a collection update, it's going to be a collection show off, let's call it like this. I'm still in quarantine, the situation is a bit fucked up here, working from home. The post has been working like complete shit, like orders are backed up so far away that I'm not expecting anything except the shit that I order from my local shop. Yeah, so I'm gonna show you my whole tape collection. I've been collecting tapes for maybe 2 years. I don't have that much tapes. I'm not gonna show you the vinyl collection because that's too big, and I thought it would be a good idea to keep me sane and to keep me busy to show you the tape collection. Yeah, 2 years of collecting, mostly because mostly due to alternative to vinyl when vinyl is sold out. And I like the design of tapes. I like how J cards are done and how the shelf itself is done. Like there's some creative ways people do it, like the stickers and the painted ones. They're, in my opinion, like the tapes are amazing. Yeah, anyway, so this is what I decided to do today, and I have around 65 maybe tapes, so like I said, I mainly collect vinyl still. Maybe at some point I'm gonna show you my CD collection as well. I started collecting CDs also in as an alternative to vinyl, because some vinyls are sold out and some material is only released on CDs. And yeah, maybe I'm gonna show you that someday, but I'm only collecting CDs from December. So yeah, we're drinking water today. No beer, no stuff, just water. So yeah, let's start. I'm gonna talk about a bit about each band and show the tape itself. I'm not gonna put every band in the description, so if you want to know what particular band it is or what release it is, just put the timestamp and I will reply to it, because you know, putting 65 links there and 65 band names is completely insane. Okay, let's start with this one, the first one. So this is Agalarate. The name is fucking hard. So Agalarate are a one-man project from Chile. As you can see, it's released by Triumph and Cadaver, a very obscure label in Sweden, if I'm not mistaken. The guy does runs of black metal bands and noise bands and ambient bands that do very obscure kind of black metal or music in general. This is the tape. As you can see, I really like this design. The name of the demo is Dark Path Begins, and I think the demo was released in 2003 or 5, I'm not sure, but I think it's the only demo from this project. Very beautiful tape. So yeah, let's move forward. Let's check this one out. This is Bloodfane and Groma Glass. Of course, Bloodfane is a very interesting atmospheric sometimes, but generally considered to be pagan black metal band. Groma from Ukraine and Groma Glass is from Russia. This is a fantastic split. I really enjoyed it, especially the Bloodfane side. Released by Worship Tapes, limited to 102 copies. Very strange number, but anyway. And one of my favorite layouts on the inside, this one. Pretty amazing stuff. Worship Tapes always does the standard, almost always, the standard shelf with the stickers. So yeah, very solid stuff. I would recommend you to check it out if you're interested in pagan black metal from Ukraine and Russia as well. Solid stuff. Moving forward, already showed this in my previous update, so I'm not gonna spend much time on this. This is the one of my most anticipated releases in 2020. A new release from the new band. The band is called Qurantine, and they are hailing from Iceland. It's fantastic black metal. Again, like I said, Icelandic scene has its own vibe and their own musical structure. So if you're into Icelandic black metal, check them out. Released on Territory Possession. This is the first run, the first print, the first press, and it's completely sold out. There should be more of this soon coming. Yeah, really dig the artwork here as well. Basically death worshipping. Yeah. So yeah. Let's check the next one. Next one is I would call this melodic black metal. Of course, this is the band Disciples of the Void with self-titled album Disciples of the Void, and the band is hailing from Finland. So you can expect quite fast Finnish black metal, yet it's very melodic at some points. So yeah, very melodic stuff. Not for everyone. Some might think it's boring, but I actually quite enjoyed it. It makes a bit like a bit of change when you're listening to raw stuff or just straightforward black metal. Okay, let's take this one again. I also talked about this one in one of the previous videos. This is Satanist Terrorist Arma Infernum. Undisclosed amounts of copies have been released, sent to different labels, and labels stamp their copies. This is a raw, brutal, I would say, raw and brutal black metal. It has a bit of the, fat sound. As you can see, mine comes from Go to Works. Very straightforward stuff. Basically, yeah, as you can see by the song titles, it's quite satanic, yet it has this fat, brutal sound to it. It's 2019, I think, demo came in the end of the year. Comes on absolutely black tape. Looking forward to hearing more from this band. Definitely some interesting stuff there. Let's check this one out. Also talked about this one in the previous video. This is Bolota, Cult of the Mask. Bolota are from Russia. You can translate the band name as Swamp. Kult Maski means Cult of the Mask. It's the first release by Cold Sword Records, a new record label from Russia, who will be dealing with a lot of Russian bands. So, as you can see, hand numbered, 33 copies in total, minus 29. Very bestial, goat worshipping black metal. And I would recommend you check it out and keep an eye on Cold Sword in general, as they will release some cool shit from Russia. Burial, The Forgotten. Burial are cosmic, let's call them that, cosmic death metal band from Italy. 2019, if I'm not mistaken, demo. I'm not sure if it was, Go Throne Records. I think there were like 100 copies and 4 colors, so each color was limited to 25 copies. As you can see, I got this one. For fans of course, Blood Incantation, and fans who like the kind of spacey horror aesthetics in death metal, you will dig this. Okay, HoloLens by Cyclic Englen. I hope I pronounced that right. Yeah, so this is a very interesting project. The man behind this project is Natskok, of course. He has shitloads of musical projects, and most of them are pretty amazing. Yet again, I don't remember what was the limitation. I might be mistaken, but I think it was 100 copies released on Clubber Records. The man in question behind the project. Solid English black metal. If you are not familiar with English scene, you can check it out. It got a bit of a Norwegian vibe to it as well. And the first song is first song is one of my favorites on this release. It has a very hypnotic riff. So yeah, check this stuff out. I think it's also almost everything that I'm showing you is sold out. Maybe this one is still available on vinyl, but the first thing that was released was the tape, and I think the tape sold out. Yeah. Bam. Okay. Moving on. Uriah and Warbund. I think if I'm the Warbund, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say it first. I bought this split for Uriah. I'm not really into this one. Was it Morbund? Yeah. I'm not into this second band. Our Worship to Epidemic, Suicide and Death of the World. Very interesting title, of course, in the current situation. Yeah, I'm not gonna speak about a lot about what the fuck was it? Morbund, I think, yeah. I'm not gonna speak a lot about the second band, but the Uriah are hailing from Portugal, and they are absolutely amazing. As you can see, it has the DIY feel to it, as usual. So yeah, if you are not familiar with the Portuguese scene, I think Uriah is one of the bands to check out. As you can see, Uriah's side is Our Worship to Epidemic, and Morbund, Suicide and Death of the World. It's a good band, but it's just not for me. I find myself listening to this side constantly, I would say. One more look into the huge J card, nothing on the back. Yeah. The problem, of course, with this J card is when you're folding it back in. So yeah, Uriah is one of my favorite bands. Yeah, great split. Hailing from Estonia, Syngihel, Throne of the Desolator, 2020 release, new album, limited to 49 copies, comes on yellow colored cassette. Syngihel play bestial black metal, something from Revenge, something from Archgoat. In my opinion, like I always state, one of the most interesting bands out of Estonia, not only because of the musical style that I described, but also because they have two vocalists. One is a male and another is female, so the contrast in vocals creates this unique atmosphere as well. So yeah, Syngihel, Throne of the Desolator. Moving forth, Rienaus, yeah, I want to say Rienaus. Rienaus Satanal. So yeah, as you can imagine by the title, Finnish black metal, very fast, very straight to the point, yet very catchy riffs. Rienaus is definitely one of my favorite bands out of Finland, one of the favorite bands. Comes on the Cult record label. Cult is also a very famous shop in Helsinki. Limited to 100 copies, hand numbered, minus 32. If you're not familiar with Rienaus, I would encourage you to pick this one up. As you can see, 2017 release. Very beautiful white tape. Everything is printed on, not a sticker. Fast, straight to the point, got a bit of the old school feel to it, but pretty amazing stuff for fans of Finnish black metal, definitely. Moving forth, I'm gonna take out the J card and show it first, because I can see that there's a fucking glare from the lamp that I have. Yeah, so this is Abduction, a crown of curses. So yeah, Abduction is a band from UK, very interesting project. The vocals are always, I would say, like done in the shadows of the music, so they're like, the vocals are lo-fi. As you can see, this one was released on Death Cult Productions. Death Cult Productions is actually one of the reasons why I started collecting tapes, because at first they were doing more tapes and I found their tapes to be beautiful. Yeah, so this one is limited to 40 copies and mine is number 20. So pretty dark shit from England as well. I think Abduction is becoming like more and more popular, so check them out if you haven't. Comes on this tape with a beautiful sticker, and they also have the new album out from last year, so check it out. You will love this stuff. Okay, moving forth again. This one is unusual for this tape collection. This is Forest Temple, Fantasy and Fable from Beyond the Mythic Realm. Limited to 150 copies. This is some awesome dungeon synth, as you can imagine. Very medieval-like music. Well, dungeon synth is basically, you can say, medieval-like music. But this one is very interesting, yeah, because it comes from a man who is behind the Commodus project. Commodus is, of course, raw black metal band from Australia, so this is his project as well. Combinations of two first demos or albums, Twilight Within the Ancient Woods, and of course Fantasy and Fable from Beyond the Mythical Realm. If you like dungeon synth, check this shit out as well. Shooter from Norway, Demonic Possession, released on Drakkar Records. This is a reissue, limited to 200 copies. Shooter are from Norway, and they play fast and compromising black metal, considered to be their second album, but a lot of people think it's the first album because they actually used a proper drummer here and not a drum machine, so the sound is significantly better than the first one. So this album gets a lot of love. Beautiful again, pro tape. Everything is, I'm not even sure if it's printed or, yeah, but it looks amazing. Yeah. So released by Drakkar, yeah. Drakkar has been doing some fantastic reissues lately. Infernal Fog, Conqueror of the Golden Horde, and double-sided tape, Abigail, Metal Bitch Violator. Abigail are from Japan. They play what they describe as street metal, very punky black metal. And Inferno Requiem are, of course, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the band is one-man project from Taiwan. Very atmospheric, haunting black metal. Amazing split, released also by Death Cult Productions, limited to 100 copies, and of course it's sold out. Moving forth, we have Malum. Malum are from Finland. Quite like, the band is getting a lot of attention recently. I think they had like 2 maybe back-to-back albums or something like that. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. For fans of Finnish black metal, I encourage you to check out this band. Released on Worship Tapes, but I think this one is actually released on no, this is Worship Tapes, yeah, because I thought maybe this one was released through Purity Proof Fire, which is like sister label, but no, I think I got this one from Worship Tapes. Yes, I did. Don't remember the limitation, and I don't think this one has a limitation on J-Card. So yeah, Malum, Legion. Thy Dying Light. Tomes of the Forgotten Black Death, also released on Worship Tapes. I think the limitation was 100 copies. Yeah, limited to 100 copies. Thy Dying Light are a band that gets a lot of attention, and they deserve it. They are hailing from UK. Absolutely amazing black metal from UK. I would say they are making UK black metal great again, something like that. Comes with this pretty cool card, limited to 100 copies, minus 25, hand numbered. Yeah, cool. And on a white pro tape with the stickers from Worship Tapes. Yeah, Thy Dying Light. Some amazing, fantastic fucking UK black metal. Okay, moving forth. I'm a bit tired already. Asagraum, Potestas Magicum Diaboli. The band is from Netherlands. I've seen them live. This one was released in 2017, this certain edition, by Cult Shop as well. I think the band was signed to Cult before they released their latest album, which is also fantastic, but I haven't picked it up. All-female black metal band. Seen them live, like I said, on Halls of Winterfest. The tape is limited to 250 copies, hand numbered, minus 139. Pretty big layout. Yeah. Obscura is the founding member here. She does all the vocals, guitars, and I think she writes the lyrics as well. And I've seen her interviews. Pretty satanic ideology she has like behind her. So yeah, amazing stuff. Check them out. Okay, moving forth. This is, I would say this is Leviathan, the one that's from Belgium. As you can see, the way they write their name is like this, on a beautiful gold tape. This is Eradications of the Nescience. The layout is huge. One of my favorite releases from Belgium. Just fantastic black metal from Belgium, and the layout is beautiful. Check this guys out again if you're not familiar with the Belgium scene. I think you will enjoy it. Okay, let's take a small pause. Cheers and stay healthy, guys. Okay. Thy Dying Light. Forgotten by Time. This is already a Death Cult production release, limited to 50 copies, mine is number 24, and signed. Yeah. Also, I like the layout inside. This one has a very beautiful sticker in my opinion also. And yeah, I already talked about Thy Dying Light a minute ago, don't need to say much. If you're discovering new bands and you want something fast from England, this is where you should look into. Goat's Magma. Again, limited to 49 copies. Goat's Magma are a band from my local country, Estonia. Again, they combine many members from Hell, so the style is again a mix of Arch Goat with Revenge, but very brutal stuff. Demonic Goat's Magma Eating Ritual. As you can see, Jesus. I'm not sure Jesus enjoys this. Yeah, this one is numbered 35. Brutal stuff. If you're into old war black metal, check these guys out. Again, one of the most prolific bands from Estonia. So yeah, Goat's Magma. Okay. This is Phosphorus. I talked about this band on one of my previous videos, so I'm not gonna say much. This is black metal from America, one-man project. It's released on Elderwood Productions. Elderwood Productions is run by a guy behind the Infernum Requiem. So yeah, very classy black metal. Deserves more attention in my opinion. Comes on this beautiful tape. It definitely has the old school vibe to it. So if you're looking for something from the 90s, maybe like if you got that urge, check out Phosphorus. Corruptus Angus as I enter my shadow coffin. Great stuff. So Totenwache, Wache. I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce it. I think it's Wache. Totenwache. Der Schwarze Hort, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. A band that made some noise last year, was on a lot of people's top end of the year lists, hailing from Germany. Germany has a pretty good scene lately. I've noticed the increase in good bands from Germany. It also comes from Worship Tapes, and I think it's limited to 100 also, or maybe 102. No, this one is a limited edition of 100, yeah. 100 copies. Good stuff. Looking forward to see what this band will maybe produce this year. I think I was supposed to see them live, I think on Steelfest, but that got cancelled thanks coronavirus. One of my favorite bands next up, Morok from Ukraine, In the Dungeon of the Mind. 66 copies is the limitation. Werewolf Productions from Poland made this one. If you know Ukraine and if you follow generally Severoth, one of the most creative guys in Ukraine right now, in my opinion, has a lot of projects, as well as Bezmir is his project, Severoth is also his project, but this one, Morok, is more of a raw look on things. And yeah, beautiful black tape, and yeah, I really like this logo, nature, and the name of the band. So again, yeah, some awesome stuff from Ukraine. This is Morok. Yuki, Inferno Requiem, Shanghai. I already talked about Inferno Requiem. So a band is from Taiwan. This one is their latest album. Very interesting mix of raw black metal with jazz black metal. Got some oriental things in it as well. Limited to 200 copies. This one is number 33. One-man project also, yeah. If you want, you can pause and read. The man behind this one is going by Fog pseudonym. So yeah, Beautiful tape, red. Amazing album. One of, I think I picked it up last year at the end, or maybe this year at the beginning. Yeah, I think this year at the beginning. One of the albums to look into. Mysticum, Forest Mysticism. Hierarchan, an atmospheric band from Australia. Pretty straightforward layout, very atmospheric stuff. Each song here is pretty unique. I think there's one that is acoustic, another one that is like mellow black metal, another one that is like something like atmospheric, depressive stuff. Limited to 88 copies. The tape is absolutely amazing. The paint on the body is astonishing, in my opinion. Yeah, one of the best bands to look into from Australia. Okay, Shadow Mortuary. Tulin Haltakunta. Again, one of the more interesting bands from the great Finnish scene. 100 copies, limited to 100 copies. This one is number 73, hand signed. It comes from Worship Tapes. Yet again, very satanic black metal from Finland. Basically everything that's released on Worship Tapes and then comes to Purity Proof Fire to be released on vinyl is worth checking out or picking up. Comes with this interesting lyric shit, and as you can see, it has this see-through Baphomet there. Yeah, interesting stuff because you can't really open it. So yeah, from Finland, Shadows Mortuary. I think they released a new album at the end of last year as well, so check them out. Akasha are from I think USA. I think the one-man project from USA. Canticles of Sepulchral Deity. Yeah. Yeah, it's a one-man project. Very sometimes vampiric, ritualistic black metal. Good stuff. I don't remember the limitation of this. Take no shit, show no mercy. I think it has been 100 copies. It was released on this one. Canadian label. Yeah. And I think it was sold out immediately. I stayed up at night to get this copy. And when I got it, it was like, I checked the website, it's gone. Death Cult just did the release of this album on vinyl. Pretty good stuff. Okay, Nordlig Blast. Nordlig Blast are from Russia. The album is called Light That Is Called Darkness. Released on Death Cult, limited to 45 copies, hand numbered, number 16. The layout is also, as you can see, huge. Artwork is fantastic. Raging black metal from Russia. Really solid stuff. And again, a band that not a lot of people know about. Check them out from Russia. So this is Nordic Blast. Okay, a very famous release right now. This is Branica Rusmot au Misanthropie, as I call it. course, Barani Caldera is a one-man project band from Russia. A very famous person was behind this band. He tragically died, so it's a very cult band in Russia, especially for fans of, let's say, paganism. Very solid release, one of the, I would say, top releases from Barani Code. Comes on a white tape. Morbital, Mech Mirror, or Sword to the World. So yeah, Morbital are from Russia. I would consider them to be like, basically there's like 4 bands in Russia who play death metal, and I would, in my opinion, I call them like the top 4 or big 4. Morbital was definitely one of those bands, but they have this also maybe street death metal attitude to it, like don't give a shit attitude. I think this one is self-released and also called the it's called Breath for Silence Records, yeah. And it's the Russia variation because it has the Russian name here. So yeah, I think it was released limited to 100 copies, and also I think it's sold out. For fans of death metal, check out Morbital from Russia. Okay, for fans of black metal, death metal from Greece, check out In Veracity, Circle of Perversion. I think it's a very famous release by a brutal death metal band from Greece. People were expecting more shit from them to be released, but I think like two of the guys went to army. I don't remember when. I think it was quite a long time ago, and actually nobody ever heard about any new releases from this band. The layout is very interesting, also like cracked. This is not a sticker, this is done on the tape, and also the shell itself has this, I don't know if you can see it, yeah, there you go, you can see the logo of the band is encrypted here. Yeah, very brutal stuff. Many consider this to be one of the classical brutal death metal albums. Check them out. From Greece, In Veracity, Circle of Perversion. For fans of death metal from Italy, Devoid of Thought, Cosmic Apoptosis. Of course, as you can understand by the name of the album, Cosmic Apoptosis, it's a cosmic death metal band. Again, for fans of Blood Incantation, you will appreciate this very hard, fat sounding stuff here. Okay, so this is Devoid of Thought from Italy. And let's move forward, yep. Vampiric Rites. Vampiric Rites, what was the album name? In Desolation Forest of something. Or Forgotten, I think, yeah, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, very solid raw black metal, I think from USA, if I'm not mistaken. I might be mistaken, but haven't looked into it, this one. So released by Death Cult. Also, I think the limitation was 95 copies this time, yeah, 95 copies. Also was sold out in the instant, because Death Cult always releases very quality black metal and very sought after raw stuff. So yeah, Vampiric Rites. Uh, Be Persecuted. Chinese depressive black metal. It's a double tape of both albums. I talked about this band in depth in my previous videos. Red tape, black tape, first two albums released in original 2003, I think 2004 and 2005 or something like that. One of the first bands that caught my eye from China, and I was surprised that they did the depressive side of black metal, but they did it really good. Howling vocals is the main thing here. If you like the first Burzum releases where he does the howling stuff and like long songs with howling stuff, Be Persecuted is for you to check out for sure. From China. Kayavum from Norway. Let's get to, basically it's straightforward. I'm not gonna even say it's pagan black metal, it's straightforward. And SBM limited to 500 copies, Winter Solid Productions. One of my all-time favorite releases in general in black metal, this one. It's absolutely amazing. If you haven't checked out Kayavum, I highly urge you to pick this one up. The riffs are amazing, vocals are amazing, and the whole atmosphere is amazing. So Kayavum from Norway. Holder from USA. One woman black metal project. Raw stuff. This is I think this is the first demo. Ascending the Raven Stone. Also sold out quite a long time ago. Actually, out of interest, I went to check it out on Discogs the other day. Like, I stumbled upon it. This tape goes now for 40 euros. So yeah, if you like your raw black metal, Holder is definitely a band to check out, and there are more releases from her. I think she also did a release now on Iron Bonehead, so yeah, check that shit out. Sargeras from Germany. Talked in the last video also about this band. Satan's Terror is the name of the album. Fast, generic, primitive yet somehow catchy black metal from Germany, Dresden, I think, limited to 100 copies. This is number 75. The layout is... I actually don't like this layout because it's pretty generic and you can't fucking see the cover of the album, like, you know. But yeah, it's pretty fun stuff to listen to. Also comes with a piece of paper or piece of Bible that was stolen in Dresden's church, individually decorated and covered in blood by band members. So yeah, Sargeras. I think Sargeras is a character from World of Warcraft, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, interesting band. I don't know if they're gonna release something else or not, but yeah, Sargeras, Satan's Terror. Okay, Commodus, Australia raw black metal band, an Imperial Sun Rises. One of the best raw black metal bands currently around. There's nothing more I can say about this project. It's absolutely amazing. If you haven't heard Commodus, you should stop the video and go listen to this project as well. Quite productive as well. There's a lot of releases, but almost everything is sold out. Okay. Next one is a mysterious band called, let me read it from here, I think it's Qurantine, right, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. This is one of the albums by Qurantine. They are part of the Prava Collective. Not a lot of info is known about this, but this is some spacey black metal mixed with ambient elements. Very solid stuff. It's kind of even sometimes I think it's kind of relaxing, you know. It kind of takes you on a journey. You can just sit, relax, and the music will do its stuff. Also, since not much info is known, nobody knows if it's from. There's speculation that the band is from Russia or Japan. So yeah, Archetype. Okay. Lamp of Murmur from USA, raw black metal. Limited to 45 copies. Mine is number 18. Comes on Death Cult Productions. Yeah, not much to say here as well. Just amazing stuff. I think everybody already knows about Murmur. Some of the albums are not even available fully in digital. Like only a few tracks from the album is available. Mysterious, satanic black metal from USA. Lamp of Murmur. Ancient Flame, Tyrant's Blood, another one-man project from USA. This is not raw black metal. This is more of regular, your old school black, but it's a bit faster. Also very, very, very catchy riffs. Yes. Written and recorded in 2019, limited to 50 copies. As you can see, mine is number 15. I'm looking forward to seeing what this individual does more, but I think he plays in another band or something like that, and the other band is his Doom band, and it's like the main band, so might wait quite some time before we hear anything from this one. But this is amazing stuff. Yeah, Ancient Flame, check them out. If you can buy it digitally and support the artist. Whoops, there we go. I almost dropped the camera. Wait a second. Oh, sorry about that. My throat is already killing me. Alright, so moving forth, from Russia, Thanatos. Again, nobody really talks about this band. They only have this one release, and this is some amazing fast black metal from Russia. Don't know why nobody talks about this. This was available on Go to Works as well, and nobody really like bought it, or nobody really heard it. Possibly because the band didn't have a Bandcamp to listen to it, and it was not published. But yeah, if you have a chance to listen to this one, check this out. This is Thanatos from Russia. One of the best black metal releases I've heard from Russia, and seems that nobody knows about it. Okay. Birth from USA, raw black metal. Yeah, I think most people know Birth by now. Solid stuff. Yeah, I would recommend to pick it up. I think they also, yeah, I think I checked out the other album, but this one was like the best for me. So yeah, it's called Echoes from the Seven Caves of Blood. So yeah, check out Birth. No, sorry. Yeah, my voice is getting. I've been talking already for 50 minutes. Okay, this one is a bit hard for me to pronounce. I think it's called Utrecht, and it's from Argentina. It's basically atmospheric black metal from, like I said, Argentina. Very solid stuff. Also was released on Death Cult and also sold out, but Death Cult did also the vinyl version of this one. Very solid stuff. One of the most interesting atmospheric black metal bands, and the album is actually quite long as well. So yeah, we got a few left, so maybe I can do it under an hour, or maybe in an hour. So yeah, let's go. This is Государь, self-titled demo. One of the bands that everybody has been looking forward to in Russia. As you can see, third Rom death metal. Yeah, it's a very promising death metal band from Russia. Everybody's been talking about it and everybody is waiting a full-length release, but right now they only had splits and demos. So for you death metal fans out there, check it out. A very fat sounding band. Okay, this is Mavarim. Mavarim are from Germany, and I think I've talked about them on one of my videos. This is Ashfresser, I think it's pronounced. Also one-man project, if I'm not mistaken. Very solid stuff. Also released on like most of the German bands, worship tapes, and I think the vinyl is released on Purity Through Fire. Nordic Blast, I just talked about them. This is their first album called True Paradise, hailing from of course Russia. This is the Die Hard edition that was limited to 5 copies, as you can see, released by Death Cult. So yeah, here's the band. So yeah, check out Nordic Blast if you want to know more about Russian black metal and like more underground Russian black metal. So this is the bronze version. Like I said, Die Hard, it was limited to 5 copies only. Okay, Pagan Hellfire, very famous bands and band in underground circles. I think also quite a few releases. This one has this melancholic feel to it, not depressive but melancholic. I really enjoy this band a lot. Comes on a black regular tape. If you are into melancholic black metal as in general, I would recommend this one. Very solid, interesting stuff. Die Dying Light, The Last Twilight. Okay, released on worship tapes. Again, this one is signed, as you can see. Limited to 100 copies. Got it from the band itself. Thanks for signing this. This is a memory to keep. I already talked about Dying Light, UK black metal, one of the most prolific bands in the recent years from UK. Okay, also released on Death Cult Productions, we have I don't remember, it was Fortress of what was it called? Let me see. Fortress of Older Days, yeah, Fortress of Older Days, and the second side is Winter. It's a split. I don't remember. I think Fortress is from Germany and Winter, of course, is from Russia. I got this tape because of the Winter. I really enjoy Winter. One of the most interesting characters in black metal in Russia. He lives in Ural and he has a vast discography of releases. I would say he releases something every 3 months. Yeah, atmospheric black metal from Russia, and the second band is also atmospheric black metal, I think from Germany, if I'm not mistaken, Canada, I want to say. But Winter definitely steals the whole tape for this one. Released on Death Cult. Necropolis is the name of the album, and the band is The Occult. This is fast and sometimes brutal death metal from Russia. For fans of more high tempo, fast death metal, check these guys out. You will definitely enjoy this. Has some maybe trash vibe to it, but mostly it's solid, pure, fast fucking black metal. Necropolis is the name of the album. Like I said, comes on an orange tape, limited to 50 copies, sold out. Maybe they will do a re-release. Okay, got a few more. So this is Meuchelmord, the Waffentrager. This is also a German black metal band. I think I've talked about these guys also at some point on this channel. Yeah, very cool stuff. Also, you can see they did a song with Ralph from Dying Light and Tyrant from Malm. Also, if you like German black metal, check these guys out again on Worship Tapes. Absolutely solid stuff. And I think there's a vinyl version of this one as well. Of course, released through Purity Through Fire. Okay. Witch Bones from USA, one-man project called the album is called Akasha, Salt, Sea, Blood and Fire. Talked about this one as well. 45 copies is the limitation on Death Cult production. This is some twisted black metal here. Pretty chaotic at sometimes, but it's like on top of things. Just a simple tape, and I really enjoy the intro on this one. The intro is fantastic. Okay, last tape. I can't believe we reached it. I talked for 56 minutes, so yeah, maybe I'll finish in in under an hour or in an hour. So this is of course Pseudo God, oh my god, Charles Chance. Jesus Christ, I fucking pronounce. Pseudo God is probably the biggest and the most famous death metal band from Russia. They opened for Mgla when Mgla was touring Russia. They also did recently a tour in Mexico. And yeah, you really need to check out Pseudo God. The atmosphere for death metal is pretty like ritualistic. It's like an occult kind of stuff band, and very chaotic sound as well to it. So yeah, check out Pseudo God from Russia. Yeah, and this is the whole tape collection, guys. So 1 hour, we did it under 1 hour, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Next time I hope I already have the collection updates. So if you want to find out which band was what, just write in the comments and I'll reply to you if you're interested in any of the bands. So yeah, I hope the lockdown will be over soon. I hope the post office will work, and I hope the concert will be back. And yeah, I hope we'll get fucking through this piece of shit fucking virus and it will die off. So yeah, see you next time. Stay frosty, stay black fucking metal. See you.